Okay, so let's say that again. If I take a video of you and put it on my social media, do you oppose to that?
That's absolutely
That
fine.
is my consent.
So this is EZX.
Yeah.
So this is Summit Medical's answer to acetabular cup removal.
For you to understand that better, this is the acetabular cup. This is an illustration of what it might look like within the hip after a total hip replacement. So the aim of this device is to take out the acetabular cup from the hip bone.
So instead of your usual manual system, which can take a long time, a lot of grunt work, this aims to completely take the sweat out of the
And you can connect to the power tool,
Yeah, so
which I have never seen in an explant. Yeah, you know,
so
the
it's
explant is all like power, like your own strength, you know.
So it's like a powered, it's a powered system, and it connects to any powered handpiece that you have. Normally you just need a Zimmer or a Hudson modified attachment.
Yeah.
And how it works is
Let me see the attachment here.
So this is
it looks like Zimmer actually.
Yeah, so this is just like your normal power drill. But essentially it's a hole saw with a blade that kind of defines a hemisphere. So what happens is, if I'm rotating it, and you've got the cup in here, for example, as I rotate, I can, let me swap it around, I can push forward on this handle, and what that does is it pushes the blade and cuts round the cup while I'm...
Okay.
So if I... See how if I continued round...
Do you use this more for cemented stuff? Or?
It can be used for cemented. I mean, it's mainly designed for uncemented.
Oh, okay.
But essentially what you're left with is a really nice smooth, like regular defect, without a big segmental.
So how does this go around again? Let me see.
So as it goes round,
okay,
I
just
can then
like
push
that.
this forward.
Oh,
until
and
it finishes, and it will cut the whole cup.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's clever.
Interesting.
It's a cool piece of kit, and it just speeds up the process. It means you don't have a big segmental defect, and you're less likely to kind of fracture. It's actually more controlled because you're kind of defined by this blade, and you can't slide off. It's centralized with our own liners, which makes it nice and simple.
So it is sized to your...
Good question. So you would normally measure up the size of the cup. Say this is I can probably tell what this is. It's probably, say that's a 50. Okay. You would normally measure up either 2 or 3 millimeters slightly above that for the blade, attach your blade, and then you're making sure then that your blade is just cutting the bone and nicely kind of removing it then without kind of scrunching on the metal.
Is this the tray for
That's the tray, yeah, so it also has our liners in as well.
And you have a lot of different sizes.
Yeah, so these are our own inner liners.
Oh, right. So the liners that you have, you already have them here.
Yeah.
Plus, you have these blades, different
so
sizes.
The blades are consumable. These come just as is, and they just centralise the blade.
Oh, it's consumable.
Yeah. So these centralise the blade as they're spinning.
What do you reuse this for?
So it just centralises the blade as it spins. So it means that you're not kind of flying off or fracturing.
So let's say this is 50.
Yes. So you then also measure the inner diameter of the cup as well. So that will probably be about 41, I would say.
How do you measure it? Do you have measures?
We do have some measuring calipers in there.
Okay, let me see. May I?
So they're
the next layer.
So they're the smaller cups.
This is how it used to measure.
This is a ruler, or generally the rule of thumb is it's going to be
What is this?
The inner diameter. So that's just a handle, like a spare handle.
Huh?
So you see
here, for this one.
So that connects on, but that's just
so like these are okay. I understand. So they were from here, and then you open a sterile pack for the blades.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Try it.
So you would go on in the diameter, and it would tell you here. So that's 40, let's say.
Okay. And then do you use that? You can use that for the outside as well, or normally we already know.
Because
what they've put in,
Yeah, so it'd be on the brochure.